Taboo conversations, witty interpretations. Motivator on the hunt, ain't got a grudge. Street news is the tea. Vexxed, Uncensored, smoke the beat. Vexxed, Uncensored, smoke the beat. Vexxed, Uncensored, fuck the beat.
Welcome back to Vexxed Uncensored with me, Saint.
And me, Movader.
And we're back for another show, guys. You know what it is.
This feels like... I feel like I'm a slave.
To the rhythm.
and we're just...
Shut it.
You know, by fire and fury we're here. And where the hell are the listeners?
Oh, they're there. They're there. Shout out to Benny, and I don't think we've actually, said thank you to them.
Yes, thank you.
For making us one of the top podcasts in the country.
It's surprising though, because now it's not like a big major civil war or revolution, but they're kicking out the French over there.
Are they?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Benin is kicking out the French.
Good on you.
And
we're like number 5 over there, so.
Yeah. There's another. So between Equatorial, that's a whole nother topic. Equatorial Guinea's got its own little scandal going on.
Yeah.
But Benin, Mali, and there's another nation. They're saying no to the French. They're like, listen,
about time.
If you ain't paying top dollar, you need to go.
You gotta go.
Yep.
What you giving us? But PTSD.
Well, it's more than that. Did you know that most of West Africa is crippled by the French monetary system?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's time to just say goodbye to the colonizers, do a Barbados on their asses.
There's nothing more and nothing less for you to gain. Your people are migrating to the colonizers' nations. Yeah. And are suffering.
For sure.
They are suffering. Suffering. I mean, okay, fine, in comparison, the quote-unquote abject poverty and mud huts that you live in is technically a bit better than freezing to death on the
shit out block.
The cold cobbled streets of Paris and and the Western Hemisphere.
Yeah, they're not favourable of the blacks in France.
No, they're not.
To this day.
No. A lot of my people are over there just selling grilled corn, grilled corn on the street.
Yes, they'll look at the mixers too, like mongrel. They're one of them that actually look. Just from the look, you're like, oh,
yeah.
They'll
be over there screaming, "Maiso, maiso, maiso."
But yes, God bless the Kingdom of Benin.
Yes, indeed.
God bless those guys. But yes, we're back for another show, guys. If you hear shubs and noise in the background, it's the goddamn Jamaicans.
Yeah, the Jamaicans have rented the studio next to us, and it is sounding incredibly jovial.
Yes, yeah, very lively. We'll say that much.
Yeah, I'm actually frightened, shitless to go out. I'll be staying until it goes quiet.
Until they all, vanish into thin air.
Morning light.
Morning light, yeah, that's more like it. But yeah, how's your week been? It's been a week, I think.
Yeah, it's been a week. I feel like my week has been overshadowed by a super busy day today. Yeah. Physically left work about 6:30, 6:45.
Okay.
Did not switch off from work until about 9:30 p.m.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so... Oh, and I've had the flu. I had the flu this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the flu. But I still went to work. But I just kept on showing up late. I didn't leave early. It's so hard to get up in the morning with the flu. Well, with this particular flu.
Yeah, it saps your energy away. Like a vampire virus.
Yeah, it takes about, 2 mugs of double strength Lemsip.
Yeah.
Before I'm like, okay, I can ignore the pain and discomfort and actually get up and go.
Yeah. It's a fight, it's a battle.
Yeah.
And the cold weather too. You're going out into the cold.
Yeah. Disgusting.
And it's dark by 4:30 already, so oh my word.
Yeah. But I will say I have noticed that with with age, the months are flying by.
They are.
Like, they are flying.
This year has gone like no one's business.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? No one's business.
Yeah, man. It's felt like a 9-month year.
Yeah. Yeah, it has. Don't know why specifically, but...
It's age.
It's annoying.
There's more years behind you than in front of you, so the passage of time...
I feel like the summer lasted forever.
Really?
It was forever for me. I just felt like, oh my God, all right, we're done here. Can we be done? Because it got into like, the where it should be fall or autumn, and it was still like blazing like a bitch. Yeah. It was a good like 4-month fucking summer, or 5 months almost. Like, it really was. But now it's dropped. May, June, July, August, September. Yeah, it was like 5 months of heat, which is rare for here. With all this weather modification, do you know what I mean? And all this madness. It's like, yeah, who knows what they're doing.
Sorry, I jumped and looked over at you because I remembered a big piece of news, but it's going to come up in the topics. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it.
We'll see.
But how's your week been?
All right, I've been in book mode because like deadlines. That's what I mean with the year just going. It's like, oh, for fuck's it's like, fuck's sake, I hate deadlines. I hate it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really just head to the paper or the screen and just trying to get things done. But that's my main focus right now. That's all I can really think of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Let's get into it and shit something out for them.
Yes, see what the topics are this week.
Now for the hottest topics.
This is literally what I had remembered.
Shut up.
Yep. Trump. Donald J. Trump becomes the 47th US president. He has gotten back into office and it feels or sounds like most of the US is pissed off about it, but that can't be right.
It's very interesting because unlike the last one, where people believed, there was tomfoolery afoot and Russians and, I still believe, again, the PSYOP that was QAnon, I still don't know how he got away with that. Like, that was totally a PSYOP. He is very well connected, like... he's got his own cord through the, United States intelligence, which is quite interesting. But yeah, and the military industrial complex, it seems. But last time it was kind of like, oh shit, he's got it. And now he's won this shit fair and fucking square. Yeah, he got 4 million more votes than her.
Yeah, boy.
It was the popular vote, not no electoral college shit. How they do it over there.
Yeah.
And it was literally like undeniable. I watched the ABC coverage like as it was happening. Like as he was at like you're gonna need 270 to win. Yeah. And he was like 240 and she was like under 200. And then I saw them announce him and I was like, oh wow. Give me strength.
Yeah. Yeah, my queen is up there in heaven, raining down blessings on the United States.
But yeah, imagine like all these people like so dramatic. The Americans are so fucking dramatic, ain't they? They're like putting up think pieces and like, pictures of people crying with tears falling down their faces. Like I'm like, come on, give me strength. This is democracy, bitch.
Yeah.
The winning party fucking rules. It's just how it is. When the Democrats win. Yeah. It's like they're gloating, they're boasting. But when the Republicans, they're like, they act like the Empire Strikes Back. It's like, this is what the fuck it is. If the majority of America want that bitch in, he's got it. What you crying for?
There's no reason to be crying. Spoiled brats. and to be honest with you, Sleepy Joe and Kamala Harris have fucked things up.
Hilarious. They were so confident. Like I said previously, I see like Obama, Biden, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, George Bush. George Bush Senior. They're all the same person. Like the same hidden hands are behind them. That's the way I've always seen it, and I've almost seen it as like on rails for the past 100 years in America. It's been kind of on rails. The Democrats always get the majority. They're always the winning party, almost. And it's kind of like when he won last time, they were not fucking expecting that shit. They actually were not fucking expecting it.
They weren't.
You know what I mean? To the point where they tried to overturn it and all this shit. And then this time, they didn't even have a fucking chance. But I did listen to the ABC, what they were saying. And he's been campaigning for like over a year. She's been campaigning for 100 days.
Yeah.
That's how lazy this woman was. Like, this is how sure she was of the system, putting her in place as the next kind of... Like here, where they just take one out and put another one in.
Yeah.
Do Do you know what I mean? Like on rails, I feel like. Like either Trump or Kamala, I said they're both fucked in my opinion. You're fucked with one, you're fucked in the other. But like he would answer questions of like, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
Ask her, she's like, because she ain't the one making them decisions in the Democratic Party. The fucking puppet masters are.
Of course. They quote unquote, the advisors and lobbyists make the decisions.
She'll find out when the bitch is in. That's when she'll find out what's going and what's not, you know, and hard questions about economy and stuff. And she's like, well, we're going to try our best type thing. And he's like, no, I'm going to this and I'm going to that. Whether he does it or not is another thing.
Well, you know? A global economic shift has already started.
Yeah.
China.
As he said it.
Yeah, China has diverted their trade to Brazil, and there's another BRICS union nation in South America. They're getting most of their corn and their soya beans from them. Ooh. And the US actually used to be the largest exporter of corn and soya beans to China. China is now
genetically modified.
Yeah, China's now diversifying because of remarks that Trump made. You know, Trump stated he's going to apply tariffs on exports in and out from certain places. So China's response was, okay, we're wiping off almost 113 million per year's worth of trade by buying from Brazil and South American countries.
Wow.
But let's see how it goes. Please don't quote me on that number. I skimmed through an article, less than 17 hours ago.
I think one of the big wigs or whatever over there is a female, like, you know, I wouldn't say elect because they don't elect nobody over there. It's a communist part, you know. But she was saying, you know, she's hopeful for the relationship with the US, and that she was quoted as calling it a win-win. So they're up to something. They're up to something, you know. But I think the FBI, it's actually breaking news. So the FBI has thwarted a assassination attempt by Iran today.
Oh dear! Against
about an hour ago.
Against Trump.
Trump, gonna kill Trump. Yep.
No, not Trump.
Yep. I mean, I still feel that assassination attempt recently was set up by him. I do believe that. So in my heart and my core, I bet. That's how I feel like how he's fucking really pulled this shit off. Yeah. It was that.
That's a lot of trust to put into a shooter, though.
Look, he did the QAnon. He did. Listen, when I said I watched it, like, bruv, this is not fucking organic. This is not organic. And the shooter being in the political ads and all this shit, like, this shit is a motherfucking deep state setup, bitch. This is a motherfucking, like, a live play here. But like majority of Latinos voted for him, which was shocking.
Why?
They're like, we don't give a fuck about all that other shit. We give a fuck about paying our rent, and we give a fuck about our businesses flourishing, and we give a fuck about, you know, being able to actually fucking live. And they believe, a lot of America believes, like, they don't like him, but they believe, apparently, according to the polls, that he's going to accomplish what he says he's going to, because he's a businessman. That's what he does. Yeah. And the last time he was in, he did fucking economically, you know, repair quite a lot of situations for them. All the other stuff, like his pending charges,
they've
stuff now. No, he's still got some. Oh, really? That are gonna have to wait until, I reckon the Supreme Court's gonna have to push it to like 2029. Yeah. Like the rapes, you know, that alleged rapes and all sorts. That motherfucker ain't clean. Like I said, but Kamala Harris is, Did you know her mother was a part of the famed MK Ultra project? Like a literal manager of wings of, you know, people and apes and monkeys. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And a deep confidant who was friend of the family recently spoke up, like American Japanese guy. And he was talking about, you know, one thing she couldn't handle, you know, she was great as a scientist and did what she did for that program, which started here in London in Tavistock, was migrated over there famously. But he says she couldn't handle her daughters, so she brought them up the best way she could with the knowledge she had, which to me says, you MK Ultra your own kids. And he said that explains Kamala's eye darting and her speech patterns. And I was like, bitch, you're right. That's what I said, puppet. Real, like, Kamala's a real deal puppet. So I thought, It's about anyone other than the establishment, in my opinion, in any country, like the ones of the power elite that they've planned to put in for their long-term agendas. Anyone who gets in other than them is a win on some kind, I believe.
Yeah.
It is. You're throwing off what shouldn't be thrown off.
Yeah.
So that's just my opinion.
I'll be honest. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I've chosen to drink the Kool-Aid.
The Hawaiian punch.
Yes. Call it whatever you want to call it. Slithers of humanity per se. Grab her by the pussy, and I'm gonna build a wall.
Right.
That is way more human in my mind.
No, that too. Yeah.
Yeah, than it is to say, open borders.
Yeah, I mean, she dragged every celebrity onto that stage this week, from Cardi B to Alicia Keys to all these. It didn't make a fucking difference.
It did.
Why? Because they're all puppets.
Yeah, and Gen Z doesn't vote. Who the fuck are you trying to appeal to? Gen Z
The
doesn't
blacks
vote.
who voted for Kamala, 81%.
Yeah, but the
voted
blacks,
for her.
the blacks are split because that 81% of blacks that voted for her,
It's only because she's black.
it's women.
It's only because she's black too. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and anyone who votes based off race or gender is a dumbass, in my opinion. Like, what kind of fuck shit is that? Like, vote for what they're talking about, which she weren't talking about a shit.
I can't guarantee that I know the figures because I don't know the figures.
Yeah.
But the notion out there in at least social media is that black men voted for Trump. Black
I wouldn't be
women,
shocked. Oh yeah, black women voted for Kamala. Listen, when I saw that night before it was called anything, you know what I mean, when he got to like 266 and whatever, bruv, her whatever, went to the stage to say, guys, she will not be speaking tonight. She can't even bother to fucking go and speak on the night, or no, at her rally. Like, guys, she'll be back tomorrow. You know, thank you. They knew they lost. She couldn't even face this shit. You know what I mean? She was like, what the fuck? They pulled that bitch out, that puppet out.
She had the lobster and oil freak off to attend to.
I thought she must have a Luciferian ritual to attend. She's got to pay her penance to Satan. You know what I mean? But when I tell you, you look at her rally, it was covered in trash. It was empty. There was nobody there. It looked like the back fucking alley of a college campus. Like, I was shocked no one. Mate, you go to Trump, it was like Scientology, fucking like one of their Scientology rallies, you know what I mean? Where it's like lights and flags and everybody in the hats and filled to the brim with white people.
The puppet masters said, you know what? By the looks of things, if Trump loses, we lose the US, so give it to him. He gets his second term.
I mean, they've got to kill him now. And that's what I thought. And look today, someone's trying to kill him. So it's like, come on. And it's on those cards, isn't it? You know them cards, what they're called? Mm-hmm. The New World Order cards. It's on there. It's meant to that. Everything else on them has come true. When they've been out since the early 90s, about when we were born. And everything on there has come true. It's because it's a fucking set in motion plan. Everything is, this is a stage, guys. It's a motherfucking stage. But yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. But the blacks are shooken because they're like, God damn, here we go with his, white, constituents, and they're going to take this as far as they can. So I am kind of worried for them. I am. A little bit, because when you look at the map, bro, she only got like 3 blue states or 4 blue states. The rest of the map of the US was all red, and I'm like, whoa. But it does show the Americans are moving towards a conservative mindset rather than a liberal Democrat, anything goes type of a mindset. Because, like I said, those what I believe is the puppet masters hide behind democracy, Democrats, liberalism, freedom. Do you know what I mean? Where the Republicans stand on not so much all that shit, like as far as gimmicks and whatever. They just stand on their values usually, which is usually why people don't vote for them, because they just say it is what they want, whether it's likable or not. Anti-abortion and da-da-da-da-da, where the Democrats will just, do as thou wilt,
Well, this is how I manage to wind people up in conversations.
Yeah.
When we have the Liberal and Democrat, or like Conservative and Labour, I always say, well, you could have the freedom to abort a child or the freedom to put a condom on. Yeah. You can have the freedom to live your life on benefits.
Yes.
Or go and work your way up to more and more luxuries and pay more and more tax.
Yeah.
Or avoid and not pay it at all and face some crime.
Right.
Face some jail time for tax evasion. It's up to you. Whether you're looking left or looking right, the perception of freedom, they both have their own pros and cons.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of what angle you're looking at the picture from.
Mm-hmm.
I can say I would like the freedom to teach my children and their children critical thinking, rational thinking, and how to make decisions without bias.
Yeah.
And I think over the years, conservatism or Republican ideologies seem to be more beneficial in the long run than democratic, liberal, and Labour policies. Although I will say the democratic and liberal Labour kind of, I don't want to say socialist because
it's very different here.
Yeah.
As far as America, like the red and blue here is so different. Over there, they're really militant. Again, America's GTA.
Yeah.
Real talk GTA. The next one's going to be, no wonder it's real life, real present time shit. Because you might as well. America is GTA. But like the Republican Party in the US was started by black people. Let's remember that. It was started by blacks. And just like the whites do, they steal everything. You know what I mean? And they've taken over, a long time taken over. But it was started by, conservative black people. Where the tides have turned, like we've seen majority of black people in the US voted for Kamala. So that's quite a strange, turning. But like, I don't know, people in America, I think they don't want to be limited. They want this, they're like, this is the land of the free, bitch.
Yeah.
How you telling me I can't kill my baby? How you telling me I can't, smoke marijuana? And, what else is there? Oh, I can't marry my lesbian girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like, they don't like being told what to. God bless them, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
God bless America.
God bless America. Bless America. Okay, next topic is South Park creators Casa Bonita shares the same terms of service as Disney Plus.
Okay, explain. Is this the episode about the Casa Bonita Margaritaville, and they're like Stan tries to get a refund on the blender machine, and then he ends up going to the store.
Wait, is that what happens in the episode?
Yeah.
I've seen it, but I don't remember.
Yeah,
because we're talking about the real Casa Bonita.
The real
restaurant that the South
restaurant has the same terms of condition as Disney Plus.
Meaning you can't sue them. If you sign up to Disney Plus, you can't sue Disney for anything. Like them people who died in the park for getting a nut salad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You can't, you've got to be forced into mediation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just for watching a movie on their stream platform. And everyone was like, what? So with Casa Bonita, I guess I think both of the creators really went there when they were kids to this restaurant in wherever the fuck it is. And it's like a theme park.
Yeah.
Mexican,
it's got slides, it's got a pool.
Waterfall.
Yeah.
So they bought it like last year. I think they've got a documentary. I wanted to watch it, I ain't watched it. But they bought it, reopened it. But because it's obviously one of those places where liability is obviously an issue.
Yeah.
Slip and fall, they're suing you for fuck knows what, especially these days.
Yeah.
What they've done is made sure that when you enter and buy a ticket or whatever the fuck, 'cause I think it's reservation only, members club or something, that you can't sue them. You can't. Mediation only, bitch.
I don't blame them. I don't blame them.
And people are not liking that. But you saying that was in the episode, wow. Like, they've just done that. They've really made it into real life then.
Oh, yeah.
And taken the piss out of it too.
Yeah. In the episode, Cartman went there for one of his birthdays. In that particular episode, Kyle is arranging a birthday party there. Kyle is not going to invite Cartman. He's going to invite Butters, Stan, and Kyle. No, Butters, Stan, and Kenny.
Right.
So Cartman kidnaps Butters, locks him up inside a fridge in a dump, then dresses him up as a dog, makes him look like a dog so that no one recognizes him. Then in the other half of it, Stan is trying to get a refund on his dad's Margaritaville blender machine thing. The store.
Oh, is that when they do that occult chicken head?
Yes. That's how they say the economists. They say
that's how they make the decisions behind the scenes with rituals.
Yeah. There you go.
They be telling a lot,
That's it. So I guess well done to them. I don't blame them. You've got to read the fine print.
I mean, you have to. Who's doing it? I mean, nobody. But throw it into ChatGPT or let AI do it.
I do it.
Yeah, I
do it. You know what motivates me not to accept?
Yeah.
If it is so long that I get bored and I'm like,
Yeah.
This is just way too long. I decline.
Right.
Get out of it.
Yeah. I just ain't going to Disneyland. How about that? Do you know what I mean? I want to, yeah. Or, like, I just won't enter Disneyland with the same email address as the Disney Plus account. Bitch, how you gonna know? You ain't.
You got to make sure. You got to make sure your
Them
name,
dumbasses had the same email address.
your name, your bank account, phone number. There can be no like complete split of association.
Yeah, I'm doing it with a burner phone.
Ideally, share accounts. Share account with someone, but obviously they frown upon.
I don't even think that the people who died in the park had Disney Plus. Their daughter.
Their
had
daughter,
it. Yeah, which is fucked too. But Disney have had to roll back on that case particularly. I've heard because the backlash. Which yes, Disney, you tried it.
Yeah.
Casa Bini is a small time restaurant. Like, I mean, it shows their mentality. I think is what people don't like.
Yeah.
Their mentality of like, if you get her, bitch, we don't care.
Well, they've made it. They're in that club.
They're in that club.
They are there.
Yes.
So I can't really. I mean, they shouldn't. It shouldn't be the case.
It's not morally correct, but what is these days?
American US culture is to blame for the whole, suing people left, right, and centre.
Litigation.
Yeah, and there's money in every situation that happens. It's like
They love it.
you had a slight misfortune, and you want to close my business down.
Yeah, no, they will.
You want to kill me.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
All the points.
It's madness. It's madness. It's madness. It's madness. It's madness. Okay, Liam Payne. New details. Free charged in Argentina for drug supply, and an abandonment of Star's well-being.
Yeah, so when I first saw it, I was like, is it murder? You know what I mean? But no, it's like, I believe allegedly, I'll just say allegedly, it's reported that one of the hotel staff gave him the drugs.
Okay.
But like, it's a 5-star hotel. I'm sorry, not going to play games. All the 5-star hotels do that.
Yeah.
If we hadn't heard from the Diddy situation, that Cassie video, he only paid 50 grand to get rid of that. That's not even a lot. You know what I mean? A week in a room will cost you that.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised. The hotel morals are like non-existent. I used to dream when I was a kid, like, I want to own a hotel when I'm older. It seemed fun. It seemed like something I could do. But when I found out to be a hotel owner and be successful, you got to be morally bankrupt. And the depravity that goes down there. And bitch, no, not on my name.
Yeah, man.
You
got to cover up the rapes. You got to cover up the sex trafficking.
Wipe the blood off the walls. And
all the Siemens. Yep.
Yeah, it's not the phone company, the ejaculatory fluids. But yeah, and also apparently CCTV footage caught him pass out before he fell. So apparently he did not commit suicide.
Oh.
He passed out and fell off the balcony.
Oh, no.
Yes, mercy. God is merciful.
I saw the picture.
Oh, God, I haven't.
Yeah, I saw the
Oh,
picture.
Lord God.
Great.
Yeah, I bet.
That was
a tall building. I believe his body's been flown back this week and stuff for the funeral, so God bless the family.
Yeah. Condolences, as always. Condolences.
Yeah, condolences. Speaking of passing away, legendary music producer Quincy Jones passes away aged 91.
Wow, he dodged the bullet then.
He was a ruthless man, but so talented. Really the best, in my opinion, in history as far as production. He did all, so many. I mean, I can't name them all. But namely, for me, most famous is Michael Jackson's, Off the Wall and stuff like that, like album. And he pushed Michael. Like, Michael used to talk about Quincy and say, like, Michael used to leave the studio crying. He used to be bawling his eyes out. Because Quincy would say, nope, again, nope, again, nope, you can push it, nope, again. And he got the best out of him. So, I guess he grew up with that anyway, with good old Joe Jackson.
Oh, Joey.
But Quincy was a replacement for Joe, I'd say.
Get it right, the fucking...
Get it right!
Get it right, the fucking...
And imagine Paul Michael back in the 80s, like coming out the studio, I can. And he's like, do it, bitch. But no, pressure makes diamonds. And yeah, the album is, love it to this day. I can't, get enough of it.
I just had one of those rapture moments. At some point today, I saw that phrase written on the screen somewhere in passing.
Oh.
I don't know where, I can't remember where, but
can't get enough of it.
Yeah, I might need to get some sleep. It might be sleep deprivation.
Deja vu, reviewing. But yeah, he's got children, he's got,
So has he not been listed in any shenanigans? I hope not.
Quincy is old guard. He's an old guard, isn't he? So,
Okay, so
no one thought, all right, it's a situation. So in Kim Porter's book, there was a situation, I think was it Grammys? I can't remember. But there was a thing between Kincaida Jones, who is one of Quincy's daughters, and Diddy. And Kincaida was dating Tupac at the time, around the time he got shot, or the first, time they tried his life.
Yeah.
And there was a whole thing between her, because she's Quincy Jones' daughter. So Diddy was feared back then, and she didn't give a fuck. Like, she was like calling him out or rah. But Kim wrote in her book, like, listen, he might have been a monster, but he didn't want the smoke Quincy could bring to him. Do you know what I mean? Quincy was, old gangster type shit.
Okay.
Don't let the music fool you type shit. You know what I mean? So that's Quincy.
All right.
Well, Kim named the kid after Quincy Jones. Named him after. I think he's the godfather. I think Quincy Jones is his godfather, I believe.
Oh, wow.
I could be wrong, but I think that's the truth. Yeah, so old Hollywood, old, music industry, he's, 91, he fucking had a good life.
Yeah, 91.
Very good. But what's done in them days with no social media, no nothing, like payoffs, all that shit, you ain't never going to hear what Quincy did.
Yeah, it's true.
You ain't never.
There's some old tudger out there right now going, the good old days.
Yeah, the good old days.
When you knew if the story leaves the room it happened in, someone's gonna die.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back then when people had respect and dignity. Dignity.
So Korean soldiers, porn addictions, are they?
Allegedly.
Oh no. Okay, Korean soldiers reported to be battling new porn addictions after access to unrestricted Wi-Fi.
Crazy, right? Yeah. They ain't just battling Ukrainians, they're battling the puss.
Listen, the research matters. I've been saying it for years now. Research matters.
They've been living with them VPN restrictions. Like, they'll track and trace your shit and come hunt you down.
So they could literally... I wonder what kind of porn they would have access to just underground.
As soon as they got over to Ukraine, they're like, huh?
No, but before.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
That's the point. Nothing.
No porn.
Listen, I've heard stories of like people going finding ways to get onto a like pirate movie just to watch an American movie, and this fucking people them have come and crashed in and put them in jail. So North Korea ain't to be played with at all. Shit. So they've gone over there and they're struggling. I think the Pentagon's had to comment on it. I haven't even read that, but it's like apparently it's legit. All them soldiers there are like caught up in the filth on some real shit.
Boy, they're gonna have to take off because they're gonna commit. If they go back after seeing that,
yeah, they're fucked.
They're not gonna be able to function.
They're gonna say, Russia, keep them. We're only gonna throw them away anyway. Keep them. Do you know what I mean? 10,000 people. Yeah, I mean the walls painted.
Oh my goodness!
Imagine
what they're gonna be reintroducing into society as well.
Right. Yeah, it's like Australia when they won't let you bring in a bean because it's it will affect the ecosystem. It's kind of like that, I guess. It's a hermit state, so yeah,
Australia literally just let their racism convert to their stupid customs rules. Like,
have you watched them shows?
Yeah,
despicable, isn't it? Despicable.
Yeah, it makes me sick.
Horrible.
Your country's like 85% desert. What the hell are you talking about?
They're just crazy.
You need some variety.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what islands in the West Indies, yeah? If you want to become a citizen, like if you want to stay there, they make you do HIV tests. They make you do all sorts of shit because they consider themselves protected states. Like, I think Dominica is one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. They ain't playing. They're like, don't bring your filth in here.
I think it's St. Vincent.
St. Vincent, yeah.
And Bermuda.
Okay.
Bermuda does it too.
Bermuda.
Yeah, man.
Yes. Find Jesus, Korea. Find Jesus.
Yeah. Now, when you think about it, I don't think I would be able to cope if I found out about the world of porn at this age right now.
No.
I wouldn't be able to cope. No.
No. Not if you've been kept from it for so long. So anyone who like grew up in a cult of some sort, like if any exposure to the outside world is going to send you off the rails for a bit. Yeah. So you can acclimatize and have it be put into context.
I can abstain.
They ain't seen lesbian porn, they ain't seen gay porn, they ain't seen fucking nothing. They're like, huh? They're like, what? Do you know what I mean? They didn't even know this shit. They're over there looking at each other like, can they read my thoughts?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like that deep. you know.
And they're going to have to go back to North Korean women after seeing the world of porn.
Yep, seeing black beauties and Latino mamas and all sorts of shit. They're going back to, you know, whatever North Korea has to offer the men over
That's
there.
a big oversight. None of those troops are going back.
No.
Firing squad before they go back.
But you know how North Korea come kidnap your ass if you ain't back in by 4 p.m. on Tuesday. You know what I mean? Same like the Chinese, they'll come kidnap your ass.
Yeah, no, they'll bring them back, just not standing up and walking. All of those soldiers are dead.
Yeah. What unprecedented.
Yeah.
Zelensky's like, yes, bitch, you've been thwarted.
They're going to start dropping mobile devices with
Sending like fucking porn and emails and shit. Open this, bitch, you're fucked.
fully loaded Pornhub, X-Hamster.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's free ad.
Because it's distracting, isn't it? If they think about all the time, thinking what they just watched, oh, I want to watch it again, they're in the tank like, hot under the collar.
Hey, Mr. Kim, hold this. Splash.
But, you know, some humanity at least. I mean, yeah, better than being a robot. So, next topic is FBI investigates text sent nationwide in America to black citizens saying, report to plantation for cotton picking. They said, bitch, get back to the plantation.
Oh, my God.
Trump, I guess. See, this is why I'm worried. This is why I'm worried. Just for the blacks, you know. That's what. Yeah, it's it's a bit merch.
Okay. Let's actually break this. Let's actually break this down because it's a troll. This is the likelihood the work of someone under 35, under 40, who has been able to hack infrastructure that they shouldn't be.
Yeah,
and granted, over the years, and I've got to say, I do blame the immigration policy at the moment because the whole open borders thing.
What, for America?
Yeah, for America has aggravated and amplified hatred towards ethnic minorities.
Well, he said the first thing he's doing when he comes back in is all of the illegals. He's shooting them back over the border or wherever they came from. He's sending them straight back. That was one of his promises.
Yeah, and he will do it.
He will do it.
And to be fair with you, I shouldn't say it, and I know I shouldn't say it, but they need to go back.
I mean, they're illegally. Any country has the right to eject an illegal, unless, you know, you've got, you know, those kind of treaties that say that you must, you know, treat a foreigner and you give them due course to have refuge. Like, unless they've got certain, not every country needs to, not every country does. But if they've got strict policies, then they're illegally, like, well, you know.
And so I know the documentaries I watch and the reports I read doesn't reflect the whole scheme of things, but there seems to. I
mean, we talk about Canadians too. If Canadians are there without a green card, they're going back too. We're not just talking about, you know, Mexicans and Guatemalans and you know.
When it comes to like the Southern Americas that have migrated up to the US, it seems like you've got two types. You've got those that are fleeing prejudice. And you've got
fleeing the gangs.
Yeah, fleeing the gangs and the prejudice. But you've also got those that are the gangs and are fleeing prejudice from their governments.
Yes.
I forgot what country it is down there, but super massive prison has been built. If you're even associated to a gang, family members, this or that, you're getting locked up. No release there. So the countries down there are doing everything they can to clean up their act, and they're all running.
Yeah.
And they're running up north, no ID, no paperwork. No. And instead of thinking, all right, let me clean up my act, they're setting up brothels. They're setting up...
kidnapping children.
Yeah, drug gangs, this, that, the other.
Yeah. Especially MS-13 is a worldwide notorious danger, like real sick shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? You to get initiated, you got to kill someone, that shit, you know, all that sick shit. They you know, occult, they're into the occult. There's all sorts of weird shit about that specific gang. But yeah, cartels are cartels, man. Like, what are you going to do?
Exactly.
You know, except for being real hard bodied about them, the same way they are with who they fuck with.
They do disgusting Supermax. Supermax, that's it.
You know,
Supermax put them to work. But yeah, that is part, and in part, one of the issues is that once someone feels the irrational flames of hatred, it's very difficult to target it appropriately.
The Trump campaign has referenced it. Stephen Chweng, They pushed the Chinese man up there to comment on the blacks being, you know, and he said the campaign has absolutely nothing to do with these text messages. But the FBI said, we are aware of offensive and racist text messages sent to individuals across the country and is contact with the Justice Department and other federal authorities on the matter. And they started on election day. So clearly it's election day motivations.
Yeah.
I'm not shocked. Yes, a lot of Trump followers are racist as fuck. Why are you shocked? I told you, give the whites an inch, they'll take a mile. It's tried and tested, you know. And these are the things I want, you know, nullified within the white communities. It would benefit everybody. But like I said, it's the whites' job it's the whites who are like that's job to do that within their community and disable and disenfranchise that. It's not really no one else's business. We are just the sufferers. Yeah. You know, but yeah, the blacks, you know, make sure you're protected and walk steady and, you know, stick to your own and, you know.
Don't go out after dark.
Don't go out after dark. Like, America's got them we've talked about it, sundown towns and, like, it's real ratchet and ghetto over there, bruv. It's
GTA. I've always said from we started doing the show.
Yeah.
The US is not a holiday destination for me.
I think it is because it's like that. Like it's a pop in and pop out. I just want to see it in real life and get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of there.
I made it out.
A round trip. Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't. No.
Because it's like, I just want to look at them like a safari. Like
think about. I always say, oh, it's the guns and it's how volatile they seem online. Really, what will piss me off is picking something up off a shelf. Going to the till and tax being added on at the till. Oh
yeah, that's wild.
That will infuriate me. The fuck? You put $1.60 and I've got to pay $3.99.
Is it added on the till, or do they pay their tax separately every year?
It's added on.
So no, I mean, I'm not as an American citizen. I wouldn't know
their income tax.
Because when like Wesley Snipes owed XYZ in taxes, I thought, okay, so Americans buy everything at the price, and then every year they have to file their taxes into which they're eligible to pay what they owe to the IRS. That's what I used to think. And that's what I thought, that's how Wesley's got 13 million worth of, you know, because if they took the money at the till, they ain't chasing you for no money.
No, they're chasing you for your income tax. So the tax on purchases is done at the till. The tax on your income tax is the same as self-assessment.
Yeah, they be taxing air out there. Like, they be taxing anything. You know?
So you see, when you're in the UK, when you're self-employed, you send an invoice to whoever you're contracted to.
Yes.
And they send you the money.
Yeah.
Then you have the money. You declare what you earn to HMRC. HMRC go, okay.
A quarter of that's mine, bitch.
Yeah, 20% is mine. And
you tried it.
That is the system that the US uses. So Wesley Snipes probably earned 130 million.
Yeah.
And he's 20%.
They probably cut it down so he'd pay.
Yeah.
Down to 13. I think it was 13 million. And he said, bitch, send me to jail.
Yeah.
He said, I'll make more than that while I'm in there. And when I come out, all their movies are sitting and waiting, bitch. Like, let me do the time.
Yeah.
And not, you know, I did the crime. Let me do the time. I think I'd do that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. You ain't bankrupting me, bitch. When you still owe me my donkey and my fucking, you know, stretch of land.
The trick is, do not ever file in the first place. And you'll be fine. Just
do a shell company or some shit. Do what the whites do. Just do what they get away with it. That's what I'm saying. Just play the game. But you see, Britain issued a statement of reparations.
I didn't see that.
They said, we will not be even considering reparations, bitch.
Of course not.
They said, how dare, like, the statement was very much like, us? Like laughing, you know? And Americans is still kind of on the table. I'd say, I don't think so personally, but you know, they'd be the first to be entitled to. I know that's weird considering, you know, you think the British would, but the British would have to pay every country in the world reparations. They ain't got okay, they do have to finance the monarchy, but the government does not have that
no, they don't.
Type of coin.
They don't.
You know, they can make it, but then we'd be living in even more shambles that we are now. Like, we would bankrupt our whole civilization.
Yeah.
Where America,
America. Problem with America is the guns.
Their plantations are still standing to this day. Like, people are just getting married on them and shit. White people getting married on plantations. That's the thing they do over there. Yeah, sick. But, like, over here, it's kind of like where you can't see the remnants of slavery. Where there, it's like, we've got dudes walk down the street in South Carolina and some shit. And there it is. Mama and Papa. Grandmummy and Pappy. Yeah. We're in there, living in that shack. Get me? So, for me, it's like just a different disparity.
I watched an interview. It's an old interview. It was the last living slave sitting next to...
I saw it too.
You saw it? Yeah.
Woman.
Oh, no, this one was a
man.
man.
I saw a female.
I saw... It was an old black man and his master's grandson was still alive and they were there chit-chatting together.
I fucking hate it.
Talking about, you know...
Fucking hate it. But you know what? Shout out to the black families going back and buying the plantations their families were slaved on. Like, to me, that is motherfucking glory. That's glory. That's glorious. You know? Like, buy that shit back. And that's what I do like about the West Indies, you know what I mean? They make the money and they go, the land that we was all, you know, picking their cotton. Yeah, we own that shit. So it's kind of like, I love that. God is good.
All the time.
You know? But yes, give us what we're owed. In one form of or factor. Next topic. Diddy long-time associate testifies to grand jury over freak-off tapes.
Oops.
He said, ugh.
Is it going to be a sealed? Is it going to be like a sealed thing, or will it be televised?
No, they won't televise it because it's federal.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, they're sneaky like that. I mean, they might make an exception. They like to appease their masses in America. They will listen and go, okay, I think we need to show this one. But very rare because it's federal. Yeah. But this guy, a lot of people being like, well, who is this motherfucker? And it's like basically his dad and Diddy's dad grew up in the same gangster kind of rivalry shit, you know? And then them two, I guess, grew up like Ash and motherfucking Gary, like in Pokemon.
Okay.
You know, that's who they were. So they've known each other for 40 years. And this guy, if you've seen a mixed race woman all made up on his interviews, lawyer, that's his lawyer.
Okay.
And she was the one who said I was contacted by someone who has copies of the tapes. Because, you know, the smart thing to do if you have enemies is to get the dirt and have it in the vault for a good 30, 20, 30 years. Yeah. That's how gangsters do it. And bring it out when you're ready. But no, he's like a music executive, Atlantic and stuff like that. Like, he's not just nobody. He's got into legitimate shit. I'm not saying he's a gangster, his daddy was. But like, he's testified. He has so many tapes. The News Corps will not release the names of the tapes. I know the names. So there were he said the underage ones: Justin Bieber, Usher, Bow Wow.
Oh no! So the baseball bat thing.
How crazy that we heard that in primary school.
Yeah.
Over in Little London. Well, it ain't little, but look, you know, good old London.
Oh, no.
And the shit could be allegedly fact. You know, and Bow Wow was the one doing interviews a couple of weeks ago. Like, I miss the Diddy parties. That's what I'm saying. I'm not, you know, I think it's a warped mentality. Like, some abused people aren't like the shooken in the corner crying about it. They were groomed so well. They kind of like the shit. They become them.
A dose of Stockholms.
I don't know. I'm not a psychologist, but it's weird to me. But yeah, so he said that, like, the News Corp was saying, like, so how many of them do you think were under the influence? He's like, all of them. How many do you think, like, were not aware? All of them. How many were underage? 3 or 4. Like, of the ones he's got, celebrities, she was talking about, not average people.
Oh, right.
Like the celebs. And he's like, yeah, just... So he's testified now. Good on him for coming out. Do your thing. It's morally correct. Like, save the children. You know, speak up for the children. Good old Justin Bieber's out there, you know, fucking suckling at the Illuminati teats. Not saying shit, you know. That's how it's done, you know.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Especially since he's been seen for, 15 years now. I guess he's been in the industry that long. Like, just with Diddy all the time. At parties, constantly. Growing up through the years. Best friends, buddies. Getting a Bad Boy t-shirt. Is this for me? Do you know what I mean? Like, when he was 25 and shit. It's like, it must have went from an abuse thing to a, you know, an agreed thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, dark stuff, guys.
I'm speechless. I'm speechless on that now.
Yeah.
DJ Envy and his wife, Gia,
Sorry.
face backlash after child's Lil Kim costume goes viral.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Neither have I.
So a lot of people are very angry.
Are they angry because it's like a blackface thing or because...
Well, their child's black.
Okay.
Envy, I know people play saying he's Mexican shit, but he's black. He's black, and his wife, I believe maybe she is Spanish or some shit.
Okay.
I'm guessing, I don't know their business. But yeah, their children are back. But no, like their 8-year-old daughter was in a video on Instagram, skimped up to the eyeballs in a Lil' Kim outfit, you know, tarted up to the nines. Everyone's saying, why is she Lil' Kim? What does this 8-year-old know about Lil' Kim? You lot obviously picked her costume, firstly.
Yeah.
Second of all, she's singing, what song is it? Fuck. She's singing one of Kim's big songs. It's about fucking and scamming people. One of them ones. You know? Cannot remember the name. But yeah, it's bound to be one of my faves of Kim's, no doubt. But yeah, like, she's there on the video singing Kim's words.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? Into the camera. Envy's doing Biggie's bit. Real fucking weird. Real creepy. Real allegedly. Like I said, I've kind of stayed away from even going and looking at it because I'm just like, oh mate, I don't want to fucking see that shit. You know what I mean? And they refuse to take it down. It's over Twitter, Instagram. It's got thousands of bookmarks, as you can imagine. Any fiddler diddler can just go over to, you know, Envy or his wife's Instagram and have a go.
Yeah, yeah.
To put it blindly.
Which is what they do.
And everyone's criticising, like, do you give a fuck about your child? Like, what about the welfare of this child?
So it's not loading up. I'm not going to show you, but
okay, good.
It's you know the Lil' Kim video where she's in the red fur with the lingerie underneath.
Oh Lord God!
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Oh no!
It's that one.
She's eight.
Yeah.
Why would you pick that? Oh God! I bet it's bad. I bet the audio is worse too. And then words in a probe, like Lil' Kim ain't on. Let's be real. Lil' Kim ain't on the radio right now. She's not, you know, popular to 80-year-olds. Yeah. She don't know that them words.
No. And Halloween isn't about. I shouldn't even say Halloween isn't about that. But you think, zombie, vampire, werewolf, ghost.
Yeah, Polly Pocket, bitch.
Yeah, like
Barbie.
Since when is it about dressing up as people? There's one that is alive, and two, they're
the grimiest female rapper until recent history. Obviously. Yeah, they're all doing it now. You know,
it's not a costume party. It's.
I mean, imagine them strutting that child to your door, trick or treating in that. I will call child services on your nasty asses first of all.
Yeah, man. And you know the sad thing is, 99.9% of them would go, oh, but if you're not a pedo, why are you offended? It's just a bikini.
This ain't the motherfucking playground. This ain't the fucking, you know what I mean, back garden, bitch. Do you know what I mean? Like, this ain't the paddling pool. This is Instagram and Twitter. Like, I hate people who do that. I think they might have even tried to say that. I'm guessing. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because they was back. I heard there's backlash. Like, they backlashed the backlash. Like, oh, you guys creepy. Like, try to turn and gaslight us.
Yeah.
Don't gaslight me, bitch.
Yeah, you knew what you were doing. You're getting the pedos' attention to your child so that they will support and observe that child growing up.
Why do you want that?
Because you see what will happen the moment she's 17 and she hits the on switch for OnlyFans. That child is a millionaire overnight.
This is fucked up. What is the world today? And Envy has always given me weirdo vibes anyway. I mean, why ain't he in jail for that housing scandal anyway? Why is he still on iHeartRadio and syndicated podcasts, you know? I mean, we can say the same about Charlemagne, really. Why are they not in jail? He admitted to rape, fly tipping, whatever the fuck they call that shit. Quaaludes, spiking.
Yeah.
And you know, oh no, but I stopped the homies from hitting that. So I'm the good guy. Because, she was passed out from me dragging her on the bed. And after I was done, I stopped the homies at the door. Like, I didn't let them in. How are you saying that on air and, like, no one's put you in jail? Mm-hmm. You lot are protected.
100%.
By someone.
Fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Lock them all up.
Yeah, lock them up.
All of them.
It reminds me of Hilary Duff, you know, Lizzie McGuire?
Yeah.
She had a scandal where she was like, oh, guys, on Instagram, oh, guys, I'm going through, you know, my Polaroids of the old school, whatever. She's, you know, like home, like Polaroids.
Yeah.
And she went past one and everyone's like, hold on a minute. And they pulled back the video and it's like, bruv, one of her sons, about 7, tied up with fucking cling film all over him, naked. And like, bitch, you're doing this on purpose. Who the fuck are you hawking your child to, bitch? Are you trying to get your new role? I'm telling you, dark shit these Hollywood people are up to. Like, everyone's like, hold on a minute, bitch. Like, what are you doing? Like, blatantly advertising to somebody, like, on the sly. like hidden in plain sight type shit. And I'm like, Lizzie McGuire. And obviously she was a child star in Disney, and that's when I side-eyed them Disney people too. Like, same as them Nickelodeon people, like, you lot are on some deep, dark shit, bruv. Mm-hmm. She's trying to get a new role, and I don't know, I'm guessing she's hawking him to elites. Who else you doing it to? Ain't your average Joe, is it?
No.
That's creepy. I remember that. And I saw that, and I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. I was so shocked.
They're all at it.
Yeah.
They're all at it. Disgusting.
Goddamn demons. But yeah, I think that is the last topic. So we're going to go to an ad break, and we'll be right back.
Hey there, storytellers and adventure seekers. Do you remember the warm embrace of childhood tales? The kind that filled your heart with wonder and joy? Well, it's time to relive those cherished memories. Introducing Winnie the Pooh, The Honey Life, a Planet Vexxed Studios production. A delightful collection of nostalgic short stories featuring everyone's favorite honey-loving bear. Join Winnie the Pooh as he embarks on new adventures, learns valuable lessons, and explores the enchanting realms of Enchanta Village and beyond. Each episode is a heartwarming journey filled with friendship, imagination, and a touch of magic that's perfect for both the young and the young at heart. And the best part? You can now buy or rent all episodes on Amazon Prime Video. Immerse yourself in the whimsical world of Pooh and his friends anytime, anywhere. So why wait? Grab a comfy seat, maybe a pot of honey, and dive into the timeless tales of Winnie the Pooh, The Honey Life. Stay connected. Follow us on social media for updates, behind-the-scenes content. Head over to Amazon Prime Video today and start your adventure.
Now let's get into a new edition of What's Up Next? By Vexxed Art Books. Get ready for an exciting December with 2 new releases that promise to captivate and intrigue. First, we're thrilled to announce the second installment of the beloved fictional series, The Bresselridge Gang. This time, Max, Lorna, and Sammy, alongside their trusty dog Drummer, travel to New York City to experience the magic of the 1939 World's Fair. It's an adventure like no other, filled with new friendships, mysteries, and the introduction of Dr. Rokshoff and his amazing invention that just might change the world forever. And for those fascinated by the unexplained, don't miss the upcoming release of Enigma Puzzles by St. Blades. This non-fiction, semi-biographical title dives into the mysterious world of UAPs and the enigmas that have perplexed humanity since the beginning of time. Through real-life UAP accounts from around the world and personal experiences from the author, St. Blades takes readers on an unforgettable journey into the unknown. Both titles are scheduled for release in December and will be available in print, digital, and audiobook formats. Stay tuned for more announcements and get ready to dive into these thrilling reads from Vexxed Art Books.
Welcome back to Vexxed Uncensored with me, Mo Vader.
And me, Saint.
And we are now in the Vexxed segment of the show. I'm not going to do the fanfare this week. I did it last week. If you don't know what it is, go listen to the older shows. Yeah, let's go over what has vexed us this week.
It's the slanderous, the insatiable, the problematic, the honest, and downright uncensored vexed moments.
Do you want to do the honours?
Yes, I'll do the honours. The media, your local government, and the national government are grossly underreporting the they're grossly underreporting the challenges the NHS, social care, and local authorities are facing with the ageing population.
The old folks.
Yeah, grossly underreporting it. The disastrous blend of inflation, local authority bankruptcies, and stagnant wages of the average working person in the UK is currently leading to unnecessary deaths, and frankly neglect and mistreatment of people that have paid into the tax system all of their lives.
For a good 70 years.
Yeah. And people of age are being forced to sell their homes to...
Not the bungalows.
All of them. All of their homes. Mansions, 4-bed family homes. Homes where generations have been born and grown up in those houses.
That's sad.
Being forced to sell it or forced to sign it over to the councils for the councils to put the home back into council stock.
Oh, I hate that.
And then they use the mortgage, the remortgage, to repay their care home costs.
This is bad.
And the care home costs can cost like 4 times what it would cost to be treated at home. But because they don't have liquid cash to pay for services, they're forced to relinquish their assets.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
It's eye-opening and disgusting.
Who wants to get old now? Nobody.
Yeah.
Hashtag immortality in the cloud. Hashtag fuck this shit. Do you know what I mean? That is really fucked to hear.
It's sad. Yeah, it's real sad. I don't think, because the details are so specific, I can't really shed light.
So aren't people like saying, come live with me, granddad? Do you know what I mean? Like, aren't people...
No.
Oh my God.
The majority are not. You have those that have been disenfranchised, abandoned. They may disclose, yes, I have a son, or I have a daughter, or I have this, or I have that. Those children ignore the contact. So when they're contacted...
Oh my God.
Yeah, when they're contacted...
Sorry, don't mean to laugh. I'm really like... I'm appalled.
Yeah, when they're contacted, disregard. And then there are some that, yes, they are next of kin, but they are next of kin in their own interests.
You're kidding me.
Yeah. Well, what about...
Oh my God.
What about the house? Sell up the house and go to a care home.
Oh my God.
Or transfer the house over to me. We'll move in and look after you. But if they don't look after them, then...
Oh my God.
I heard... This is a second-hand story, right? I heard one of our... I'm not going to use that word. Someone recalled a situation where they've gone to a property and the resident had passed away. District nurses was called. District nurses arrived, confirmed that the resident had passed away.
Okay.
The resident's daughter starts rummaging through the kitchen. They get asked, what are you doing? I'm looking for the deed to the house. The resident was still warm.
Oh my Lord. What the fuck? Do you lot just hate everyone? Like, what is this?
Yeah.
Is it hate? Is it...
It's the love of money.
Like, but not even like sadness? Like,
Nope.
snakes, bruv. What?
Nope.
Cold-hearted snakes.
Nope. The love of money.
Britain's got to do better. Do better, Britain.
Yeah.
This mentality is sick to hear.
There are a few shining beacons where the child is in the home looking after their aging parent. But
I mean, look, when my granddad was getting older, my mother and father moved back to London to look just only to live near him and to be there.
Okay.
So to me, this is like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, man. And then you get those that they didn't really have a life, so they didn't give up anything to be there to look after them. They never really left home. There are some few that, yes, they moved their children, they moved their families to be closer to the parents to take care of them. But most, no.
Even just to talk to them, they've been on the earth for 78 years. Don't you want to talk to them? They're born in fucking, where are we now, 2024? They were born in fucking like 1940, and you know what I mean? Like, I know the ones all before are pretty much, well, not the 111-year-olds. They're, born in fucking 1910. Like, don't people value wisdom? Fine, they're a little bit racist, or fine, they would probably, beat your ass, with the stick.
Funnily enough, I've noticed that by the time they get to that age, they might be racist in their terminology, but not in their ideology. So the mindset isn't, hang all them goddamn niggas.
They're just like, So that black boy that was here earlier type thing.
Yeah.
Worse. Say worse.
It's the wording that is used.
Yeah. Like, Grandma, you can't say that. Grandma, you just know.
What? He is. That's what
motherfucker. You know, like, wow. Oh, God bless him.
Yeah. So that's.
Wow, that's a shame.
Yeah, that's it. I don't think it's. Has it vexed me? No, it saddened me more so than
sorry.
Sorrows.
Yeah, like, fuck that. Like, you ungrateful motherfucking bitches. You're lucky to have come out this type puss or this dick. You know what I mean? Like, your whole lineage wouldn't exist if it weren't for me, ho. And all you want is the deed to the bungalow. Listen, I wish I knew that before. I would have ripped you out the will, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, can't leave it to a cat's home at this point. Leave it to a motherfucking cat's home with them ungrateful ass. But they're all nice to them before they go, aren't they? They're like, hi, grandmother. Check in once a month. And they might put a ring doorbell in the living room or some shit just to keep an eye on them. You know what I mean? But once they croak it, they're coming to, shovel that shit in the car and off you go.
Emptying out their houses of treasured belongings.
Possessions. Yeah, that's pretty fucking rough. Yeah, that's definitely must be a British thing. I don't know how that is historically. I haven't heard like Cockney. All right, Cockneys are different. They are kind of more sensibility. They're full of sensibility. But like your average English or Scottish or what, I don't know. It sounds like maybe that's a British thing. They're just not. They don't honour their elderly. Where some countries, mate, they'll shame you if you don't go pick up your granddad, your grandmother. Like they shame the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
God damn. Well, you know, hopefully, you know, they get a nerve of sensitivity at some point. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. That's it for me.
Okay. Well, mine ain't really that deep this week. I'd say my Vexxed moment. Oh, I want to give reviews.
Okay.
So have you seen the Australian Office?
No.
Yeah, so The Office now has an Australian version.
Ain't it a bit late?
That's what I thought too.
Is that because of like the popularity that the US office has had over there, or is it new?
Brand new.
Oh wow!
Amazon Prime. I always saw that. Amazon Prime.
So late.
Not sponsored. Well, we're in business with Amazon, so why not? Yes, it's on Amazon Prime, such as Winnie the Pooh: The Honey Life is also on Amazon Prime. But yeah, so The Office has an Australian version. The reviews are like 2 stars. People are ripping it to shreds straight away after the first episode. I think the whole season's out. I watched it all.
Yeah.
I think articles were saying stuff like after the American version, like compared to the British version, Ricky Gervais version, like there was no room for any more creativity. And I see what they mean, but to me, I'm like, but it's Australian. Yeah. It's Australian. I can't do the fucking accent. Australia.
Crikey.
I don't know. Yeah, let me not. But let me not butcher the accent. But yeah, so I've watched, like, I grew up on like Kath and Kim, Look at Me, you know what I mean? Yeah. Fucking like Australia, they got a different sensibility of humour than the British and the Americans. Yeah. It's a bit dry, it's a bit silly, it's a bit corny, but that's Australia. Yeah. So I quite liked it. And the woman, the you know, the head of the office or whatever, very Steve Carell, very like fucking like I liked her. I liked it.
Did you?
It wasn't as funny, but you know, it's in a different humour. So I think the slandering of it, they're not going to get another season now. And I'm like, oh, bitch, you could have at least let them go for 2-3 seasons. Like, you could have done, let them go by with all this shit on TV right now. Like, I thought it was all right, you know? Yeah, watch it, guys. Why not, you know? Cut the Aussies some slack. Also, Tomb Raider, the Tomb Raider series. Yeah. Came out, I think it's on Netflix. And it's animated. Yeah. And people was like, oh, here we go. Oh, God, pardon me. They're like, oh, here we go. Because obviously, who was it that bought the Tomb Raider franchise? I'm not sure, video game franchise. So the originals are obviously iconic. Laura had a specific look. And if you do look into the background in the creator, he created her look. But then when it got taken over, further development, the games went on, he did say he didn't like how she was overly sexualized. Yeah. You know, like, it was more, he made it to be more like, yeah, she's hot. Yeah, she's my motherfucking Lara Croft. But it wasn't all about that, you know? Yeah. To the point where they remade her in recent times. Like, I think of like when Angelina Jolie did Tomb Raider the movie, they could not have casted that better.
No, it's true.
Yeah, I mean, she's Lara Croft, you know. But the second, you remember, okay, there was 2 of them movies, but the remake movie was abysmal.
Oh,
with that skinny supermodel ass bitch.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like bones cankling as she's walking. Not to be rude, body shaming, you know. But no, we're used to Lara Croft being curvy, or dark olive skinned, big lips. Do you know what I mean? Sexy kind of like eyes and big old titties. You know, she's very like, she's a lady, as in a lady of a manner. And, you know, she's very like, yes, darling, very smart and very, you know, I'm above that, darling, you know. Like, yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So the new series is animated. I feel like it's, do you remember Totally Spies?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So it's kind of that kind of animation.
Yeah.
Not the most expensive, not quite anime as Totally Spies was, but like Netflix cartoon. The thing I liked is she looks more like original Lara. Yeah. And all right, she ain't got the tank top. They've given her the new style blue. She's young Lara in the sense of like, I guess after those new games, which I hate. I hate the bow and arrow and flying through the jungle and her being thrown around. It's like, Lara Croft was a hard bitch. She was like, what fucking mountain, bitch? I'ma climb this shit, shoot pistols, jump off, do backflips. Like, that's Lara. Yeah. So I went here for the pussy Lara.
For the pussy Lara? Goodness me.
I went here for the fucking, you know, that pussy Willow version.
Them triangle titties.
Yes. So, yeah, again, the series, I was just glad that they've done a Tomb Raider series. It's been around for 30 fucking years almost, 28 years.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And they've never done a fucking animated series. Like, all right, so she's got like 2 mates. One's a big Samoan bloke and the other one's like this gay black guy. Of course, they have to put the LGBTQ up in that bitch. It's kind of funny. Little bit stereotypical. I don't like when there's a black character in animation. They're like, talk like this every time and like motherfucking over the top. Like,
it's like the Disney crows.
Yeah, like the Disney crows. There's no need, you know. But he still cracks jokes. He keeps it funny. And the voice, excellent. Real original kind of Lara. People are saying like, why is she so butch in her physicality? Why have they kind of masculinized her? And I'm like, have they? So when I went back and look at it, yeah, she's got big strong arms and kind of shoulders and shit. But you lot think all bitches come like skinny and dainty? There's some big bone bitches out here.
Yes, trust me.
Okay, there's some big bone bitches and they're proud to be big boned and.
Ooh, that's a big bitch.
You know, there's a big bitch. Yeah. And that happens like, it's like now, yeah, all this shit flies, but anything that's kind of old school or whatever, they just rip the shit out of it. And I'm just like, it's not that fucking bad. Like, again, is this even going to get a second series? Because you lot are like harpooning it. No pun intended. You're harpooning that shit straight away. I liked the storyline too. I'm not going to, you know, tell it away if you like ain't watched it, but it's very like Illuminati, a very, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was cool. I liked it.
Okay.
So cut them some slack. I'm just glad to have it. You know, don't continue that new set of movies. Don't fucking do it. Like, they've just remastered. Well, they remastered the first 3 Tomb Raider games, the originals.
Yeah.
And now they're doing the last 3. They've kept it the same. So basically, we've had the new Lara games that was shit. Well, these ones are just the originals kind of cleaned up, which is original Lara. Everyone gets to play original Lara. Like, the new generations get to see who original Lara is. Same commentary, same everything. It's just cleaned up graphics. Okay. Which I'm like, smart. So I'm hoping that's a nod that when they do reboot a new game, because they're working on it, that's going to be original Lara, not model-esque wimp Lara.
Well, maybe it's because they don't want to tie Angelina Jolie into any royalties.
I reckon she'd do it again.
Who knows?
And I think the voice actress, I saw her photo in an article. She looks like fucking Lara Croft. I'm like, hire that bitch to do the new movies. Fine ass bitch. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not to be crude, you know, for the listeners out there. But no, like, hire her. She sounds like her. She looks like her. She says she's excited to do more opportunities. Lara, you remember back in the day, you used to get girls who look like her to go to the game releases in like HMV and you know, all the shit, and she'd be standing there with the glasses. Like, bring that shit back. You're
speaking back on those nostalgic days.
Nostalgic.
Those days are gone. We're old now.
They're fucking opening Tamagotchi stores. So
it's only misery from here.
It's fucking. I hate it. But yeah, leave him alone. Leave, you know.
Misery and joint pain.
Yes, and joint pain. God, yes, I know about that. But right, lastly, well, not really lastly, but MetaQuest. So I don't like Meta as a company. I don't really like Mark Zuckerslut, as I like to call him. Have you seen his new remodel? What he's done? I call him remodel because he's like, everyone thought he's a robot up until now. So he's gone from bowl cut and what's the t-shirt? Would he wear like a certain colour t-shirt?
Black t-shirt, neutral colours.
Right, like the same, like a motherfucking blank avatar. Yeah. Now he's got an afro and hip-hop t-shirts and a chain. So some bitches come in and said, you got to switch it up.
Okay.
Everyone thinks you're a motherfucking reptilian.
Ain't it a bit late for that? Ain't that like midlife crisis?
Well, it's obviously planned.
You've gone through your 20s and like through your 30s, finding a t-shirt, t-shirt, jeans.
Yeah. Did you get some black dick? You know what I mean? Something's changed. I think it's just like the stakeholders are like, okay, bitch, if you're going to keep being the head of the face of the company, you got to like get with the kids. And, you know, it doesn't matter what colour you are. Everyone's saying Wagwan and, you know, all of that. Everyone's black these days. Do you get me? But yeah, so I bought the Meta Quest 3S, which just come out. And first of all, I'm really pissed off that all of you didn't really fucking demonstrate. All of you geeks and losers didn't demonstrate to us non-geeks and losers how fucking good this shit is. You kept that shit a secret. Or maybe you just like, they like to complain, don't they? Like in the sense of like, wins.
It wasn't what I expected.
Oh, you can do better. I can code this better myself and all that stupid shit. But for your average human being, like, as a kid, we kind of dreamed of VR, what it'd be like Minority Report type shit. Mm-hmm. And when I bought this and put it on, I was like, shut the fuck up. You know? Apple also conning people with this, their one. Yeah. Spatial computing, and I really thought I had to fork out $3,000 for their one or whatever, and go and get it fitted in the store. And no, I bought this for $289. Brand new, just come out, new version or whatever. And bruv, I can do all that spatial computing shit on it. Mm-hmm. I can type away. I can do all the desktop shit, browser. There's meeting room apps. There's all sorts of shit. Games are crazy. The games are a little bit. Bring the prices down.
Okay, the pricing.
Yeah, I'm sure it's good. They're good. They're amazing. So I'm sure the development costs a lot. But like, do I really want to play? Because I don't really know, because I haven't completed a full VR game yet, if they're full games or whether they're like half games. But all the reviews of the games, like the Assassin's Creed one, the Batman one I've got, like there's a few that I've just got there. I haven't really played them mad yet. But like, bring the price down. I don't think I want to pay like 40 quid for a VR game. I think I'm old school that way, so I just need to play one through and see if it's a full fucking game. And if it's full games, then okay, maybe I'll pay that shit.
How much are the games?
30, 40 quid pop.
That's still less than PS5 and
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't know. There are ones that are like $8.99. Like there are games that are not big AAA games, but there are AAA games on there. Like the Batman one, I just did the kind of tutorial in it. And I was like, what the fuck? Like when you're walking, you see Batman's shadow, your shadow is Batman's shadow and shit like that. Oh. And like you can do flap your arms and be flying across. Like it's fucking amazing. So yeah, the geeks and losers, you lot of whinging whiners. If more people picked up this VR shit, which this is more like a lower, I think they've lowered the price so that more people can enter the market, because apparently it's not many people have actually gone and bought VR other than your PlayStation 5. This is standalone. It's like basically a computer.
Yeah.
And fuck Apple is what I'm saying. Like, go for Meta. I know, like, this is the best thing that they've ever done, you know? And I rate the shit. So, yeah, good on you, Meta. Almost redeemed your conniving tactic and denigration of society through social media. But, okay, last one. So, podcast awards.
Yeah.
There's so many now. The Webbies, the Lovies, the British Podcast Awards. And you think, okay, well, there's so many podcasts out and they're all, like, usually independent. They're not all iHeartRadio. They're not all motherfucking Loudspeakers Network or Black Effect. They're not all like that. They're like us, you know, privately owned, independent, Bruv, all they do is all they're doing is licking the arse of celebrities and shit. Like, all they're doing is handing out awards to like Sony Music and, you know, fucking all the big people. And it's like, so did you really just create a new category of awards just to continue to lick the arse of the elite? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yes.
What is wrong with you?
That is literally what they've done. And what they'll continue to do.
It shocked me. Like, because I really thought I would see like who's coming up. Like, we're in the podcast game, been in it for half a decade now, and I just wanted to see. And you know, people could vote for us in the British Podcast Awards, and we were up there and stuff. And like, I really just wanted to see who are we looking at? Who should we? There's so many podcasts. It's kind of hard to like find one to listen to these days. They can kind of be like, oh, this is recommended, or oh, you know, because there's just too many. But yeah, I really thought that these awards were kind of highlight, like the Grammys was originally. Like, we're giving best new artist to the best new artist, like the best new, don't matter where the fuck they've come from. You know, the voters have voted, the Recording Academy members have voted, and you get what, you know, you get. Where now, I've just seen it's just fucking bullshit. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's a con.
It's the industry.
It's the industry, yeah. So maybe we need to start a podcast awards or some shit. Someone needs to do it real, like, do it for real.
We should just host our own awards and give ourselves all the
And
awards.
just give ourselves. Best category for comedy podcast is Vexxed, Uncensored. Just whatever. But yeah, get your MetaQuests because, you know, we wanna meet you guys in the metaverse.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. I never knew that existed. And the technology, yeah, I'm just kind of like, the 90s kid in me is just very blown away and very just like, wow, this is affordable. Mm-hmm. But yeah, fuck the podcast tours. We never ain't getting one anyway. You know, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's my Vexxed moments and reviews and such forth.
Well, closing words. Look out for the opportunity to become an editor with us.
Oh yeah.
Look out for the new releases of the book Saint has been working on.
Oh yeah,
books.
Oh yeah, books. Yeah, Russell Ridge deadline's coming up too. So.
Oh dear.
Yes. Okay. Yes, it's just a lot of work. As a new author, it's a lot of goddamn work. But no, it'll be worth it in the end. So yeah. Just follow us and have X Uncensored at Planet VXD at Saint Blades. Do you want people following you? You're private.
Nah, I don't care.
Oh no, you're not private, are you?
I'm not private.
Oh, you're not private anymore. Okay. No. Follow Movader1.
Yeah.
Let's get them followers up.
Yeah, let's get them up. Public figure. Public
motherfucking figure. Oh, Instagram fixed my motherfucking tick.
Okay.
After 8 months of saying, oh, I'm sorry. Apologies, you know, sorrows. Sorrows. So I got that shit back because everyone's stealing my motherfucking name. He said, I ain't come for you bitches on the show yet, but wait until next week. I've got a thing to say. Because I'm considering suing people. I am.
You've got to.
Because my name, all right, let me just fuck it. I'm not going to go into it. Was the only solo recording artist on planet Earth called Saint. The only. Back in the day, music industry, you had to do checks. You had to look it up. You had to like check copyright and with music, you know, royalty societies. You actually had to do that. So you couldn't just like contact TuneCore, pay a $5 and get the DSP to open you up a Spotify page with the name Saint. You know what I mean? You can do that. MTV, do you remember MTV?
Yeah.
If you go to livenation.co.uk or .com and type in Saint and see whose motherfucking face pops up, bitch, it's me. Okay? Been Saint since 2008. I know that rhymes. You know? And how I got the name, I asked the Lord. That's how I got it. I didn't name myself. But I've been, Saint since 2008. So, next episode I'll get into the particulars. But I'm really starting to consider litigation, bitch. So strap up. Because I'm coming for you.
Yeah, it's got to be done.
Yeah, it does. It does.
You've got to fight. Yeah. On the way up, on the way down, on the way in, on the way out.
I'm shocked people have actually been that blatant. Like in my own hometown.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay, working with people like my father worked with back in the day. Bitch, this ain't a coincidence. You know what the fuck you're doing. You know what the fuck you're doing. And I really was not bothered before. It's time. It's like Mariah Carey said, bitch, it's time.
That it is.
Yeah.
That it is.
But yes, that's all I got to say for now. So, yes. Parting words.
Au revoir, Shoshana. No, that's poor taste.
God. That is so poor. No one knows where that's from, I bet.
Oh, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.